Hi, I'm Pastor Freda, pastor of Seaman Memorial Lutheran Church and chaplain of Pacific Community. Last time, we talked about parades and Jesus' entry into Jerusalem and how the people were celebrating and waving palms and welcoming him, hailing him as a king. But my, how things change. A few days later, Jesus celebrates the Passover with his disciples in the upper room. They have prepared the meal, and Jesus does something very unusual. He washes the disciples' feet. And at first, the disciples are like, "What are you doing?" Because this is something a servant would do when you would enter their house. Because your feet from wearing sandals were very dusty and dirty, and so the servant washed your feet as you entered. So Jesus washes the disciples' feet, an act of servanthood. And Peter, he doesn't understand, but he's always got to say something. And he says, "You're going to wash my feet?" And Jesus says, "Yes, you don't understand now, but I'm going to do this for you." And then Peter says, "Well, not just my feet, but my head and other parts of my body." And Jesus says, "No, you're clean, but not all of you," because Jesus knew that one of his own disciples, Judas Iscariot, was about to betray him. And during this meal, during this Passover meal, Jesus transformed this meal into a meal that we share today, and that is Holy Communion. During the dinner, he takes a loaf of bread, breaks it, gives thanks, and gives it to his disciples, saying, "This is my body given for you. Do this for the remembrance of me." And he takes the cup and he says, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood, shed for you and for all people for the forgiveness of sin. Do this for the remembrance of me." So that's where Jesus commands us to have and celebrate Holy Communion. He also gives another command that we should love one another as he loves us. And that is what Maundy means. Maundy means command. So it is Command Thursday, where Jesus says, "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you." And we all know that that's easier said than done sometimes. It's a little bit easier when people are nice to you and they're people that love you and that you love. It's not so easy to love one another when you don't agree and you don't get along. But that's our call. That's the command that Jesus gave us on the night of his betrayal. We will continue on with Holy Week next time. Peace and blessings.